Hi everyone, welcome to Object Oriented Programming class. Please use headphone for better audio quality. Now we will see the topic on thread creation using interface concept. In Java, threads are created by using inheritance concept as well as interface concept. In the last video, we discussed about the thread creation by using inheritance concept. Now this video contains the same thread created by using interface concept. In Java, one interface is available. That interface is called as runnable interface. So define a class that implements a runnable interface. The runnable interface has a method declaration named as run. This run should be defined in this class, that is implementing class. The run method contains the code required by the respective threads. So all of you know that interface means the interface contains a constant variable and method declaration. In the runnable interface, one method is there. That method is run method. So if you want to use that runnable interface means first of all we have to define the class which implements the runnable interface. The implementation code for the run method should be defined inside the implementing class. Okay. The implementing the runnable interface. There are 4 steps for implementing the runnable interface. The first one, declare the class which implements the runnable interface. So first step, define one class. That class implements the runnable interface. Then second one, define the code for the run method. Define the code for the run method which is responsible for executing the code for the respective thread. Third point, creating an object of the implementing class and pass this object to the thread class. That is third point. Finally, call the thread start method to run the thread. So 4 method. First one is implement runnable interface, define the code for run method, then create an object and pass this object to the thread class. Last one, call the thread start method to run the thread. So then we'll see that step by step one. The first step, define a class which implements the runnable interface. The syntax for the same. Here class user defined class name implements runnable. Here the user defined class name is a user assign any name. Implements runnable. In runnable, capital R is a capital letter, just you mind it. Okay. Then inside the class we have a lot of statement, but inside the class we should define the method, that is run method, that is public void run. The run method contains the code for the respective threads. Okay, this is the first step. Second step, define the implement the run method that is responsible for execute the sequence of code that the thread will execute. That means in the implementing class contains one of the method public void run. Here we have to define the code for the respective thread. Then third one, create an object of implementing class and pass this object to the thread class. Okay. The first step, the syntax for this, already we have the implementing class name, user defined class name UDCN space object name equal to new UDCN. Here the UDCN is the class name, testx is the object name. Okay. The next one, next point is pass this object to the thread class. So the syntax for this, first we have to thread space object name, thread is the class name, thread space object name equal to new thread. Inside the bracket we have to pass the object of the implementing class, that is testx. Okay. The next, that thread space test thread equal to test thread is the object of the thread class equal to new thread bracket textx means object of the class. That means you are passing the object to the thread class. Next we have to start the command test thread dot start. Here compiler calls the run method for the respective threads. Okay, here the first line represents class object, second line represents passing this object to the thread class, then the third line test thread dot start represents the thread is going to the running state. Okay. The next one, stopping the thread. Suppose if you want to stop the thread at any moment, so we have to use one syntax, that is thread object dot stop method. This statement causes the thread to move to the dead state, that is premature death. At any moment of time, the user call this method, that is thread object dot stop means the corresponding thread will be stopped by the user. That death is called as a premature death, or otherwise a thread will also move to the dead state, that is normal death. That is natural death means automatically when it reaches the end of this method. So after executing the thread task, automatically the thread will go to the natural death state. Okay. The next one, the program for the first topic, that is the first one, class A implements runnable. class A implements runnable. Here the class name is A, that is interface name is runnable, implements runnable. So inside the class we should define the method run method in the public void run method. So in the run method we define one for loop, the for loop I equal to 1 to 5. Inside the for loop you print the values I equal to 1 to 5. So outside the for loop system.out.println exit from A. Okay, this is the first implementing class. Next second one, class B implements runnable. Here also the same code, but only one change is here the variable is changed to I to j. J equal to, here the same run method prints the j value from 1 to 5 and exit from B. Okay, then third one, class C, third class implements runnable. Here also we should define the same run method, public void run method. In this for loop we have to declare the variable k equal to 1 to 5 and print all the values from 1 to 5, then exit from C. So now we have three classes, that is A, B and C. All the three classes implements runnable interfaces, and all the three classes have the code for the corresponding run methods. Okay, now we have three threads. Okay, next one, here the main class, class test thread, public static void main, string argument. The first one we have to create the object for the first class, A space test A equal to new A, first line. So first in the last step, first we have to create the object, then pass this object to the thread class. Okay, thread space TA equal to new thread test A. So first thread was created successfully. Second one, B space test B equal to new B. Second class you are creating the objects. Next thread space TB equal to new thread test B. So second thread also initialized. The next one, C space test C is equal to new C. The third class object created, the object assigned to the respective thread space TC is equal to new thread test C. At present, after executing the statement, all the three threads are created successfully. The first thread name is TA, second thread name is TB, third thread name is TC. All the three threads are in the newborn state. Now we are going to execute the threads TA.start, TB.start, TC.start. That means all the three threads are executed. So already we know that they are running concurrently. That means the thread means all the threads are running concurrent manner. They do not follow any specific order. But it display, for example, thread A prints the value I equal to 1 to 5 and exit from A. Thread B prints the value j equal to 1 to 5, exit from B. Thread C print the values k equal to 1 to 5 and exit from C, exits from class C. But here the output is same, but the output are same, but the format of the output is different. Okay, the sequence may be changed. Here I am going to run the first time java c space test thread dot java space test thread. Here the thread A is executed for 2 times, then thread C, then B, then C. So automatically the first thread is exit from the program is exit from C first completed, then A completed, then B completed. In the second time I am going to run the same program. Here first completion is thread B, then A, then C. Third time I am going to execute the same program, means that is A first completed A thread, then C thread, then C thread. That means here the outputs are same, but the sequence of output may be varied. That means if whenever the thread gets a chance, means the processor switch over from the one thread to another threads. It is mainly used for internet applications. All of you know that Java is mainly developed for the internet application. For internet application, the user can create any number of windows. So automatically that concept is supported only because of this thread concept. Okay. The next second one example program. Here also the first program contains 3 threads. The second program contains only 2 threads. Okay, class here first class name is class square, implements runnable. Here also same runnable concept, but here also we have to define the public void run method. This run method performs the square of the I value, that is I square, that is 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square and 5 square. It prints the square of the respective value and exit from the square class. The next class is class cube, implements runnable. Here also the run method prints the value j equal to 1 to j varies from 1 to 5. The method prints the value of cube of j, that is 1 cube, 2 cube, 3 cube, 4 cube and 5 cube, and exit from the cube class. Now this stage we are having two classes, one is square class, one is cube class. Now we have to go to the main program, class myThread, public static void main. First we have to create the object for the square class, square space s equal to new square. Next we have to pass this object to the thread class, thread space ta equal to new thread s, then cube space c equal to new cube, thread space tb equal to new thread c. Now all the two threads are created successfully, and two threads are in newborn state and waiting for the processor for execution. Next we have to execute the command ta.start and tb.start. Here first thread performs the square of the number, second thread performs the cube of the number. The outputs are same, but the sequence are maybe varied only because of switching of processor from one thread to another thread. I am going to execute the first time java space myThread. For the thread 1 executed for 3 times, square of 1, square of 2, square of 3. The next one, cube of 1, cube of 2, cube of 3. Square is executed for 3 times. Second, cube is executed for 3 times. Again, square executed for 4 and 5. Cube executed for 4 and 5. First exit from cube class, then exit from the square class. Next I am going to execute the same program for second time. Here, square executed for first 4 times. Next, cube executed for 1 time. Again square executed for 1 time, then cube executed for 2 times and exit from the square class. Then next again cube executed for 2 times and exit from the cube class. Okay, now we conclude the session. Now we discuss about the thread creation using interface concept. For implementing this concept, we are using one interface that named as runnable interface. Thanks for watching. Thank you.